In this video, I'm going to show you how to add a grid in Framer step by step, using the simplest workflow possible so you can set up your layout cleanly and confidently. Whether you're building a landing page, a portfolio, or a full website, adding a grid in Framer can help you align elements, keep spacing consistent, and make your design feel much more professional. If you find this tutorial helpful, don't forget to hit like and subscribe for more Framer tutorials just like this. Alright, let's jump right in. First, open your Framer project. Once you're inside the editor, you'll want to create or select a frame. The easiest way to do this is by pressing F on your keyboard. That will let you quickly draw a new frame on the canvas. If you already have a frame in place, just click to select the one you want to apply the grid to. This is important because the grid settings will apply to the selected frame, so make sure you're working on the right section of your design. Now look over to the right-hand panel. This is where Framer keeps most of the design and layout controls. In the panel, go to Layout. Depending on the version of Framer you're using, you may see a section labeled Display or Additional Layout Controls inside the same area. What you're looking for is the setting that controls the frame's layout behavior. Once you find it, set Display to Grid. This switches the selected frame into a grid-based layout system, which makes it much easier to organize content in rows and columns. If you've ever struggled with spacing or alignment, this is one of the best ways to bring order to your design. After that, you can start adjusting the grid settings to match your project. For example, you can set the number of columns, and a common choice is 12 because it gives you a flexible structure for responsive layouts. If your design needs it, you can also set rows. Not every project needs rows, but they can be useful when you're building sections with more detailed alignment. Next, adjust the gap or gutter. This controls the space between your columns and rows. A smaller gap gives you a tighter, more compact layout, while a larger gap creates more breathing room. The right spacing depends on the style of your website, so take a moment to experiment and see what looks best. As you make these changes, watch how your content lines up inside the frame. The grid should help you position text, images, buttons, and other elements more accurately. If something feels off, you can always tweak the column count or spacing until the layout feels balanced. Framer makes this process very visual, so you can see the results instantly as you work. Once your grid is set the way you want it, take a final look at your frame and make sure everything is aligned properly. If the grid is helping your design flow better, then you're done. In many cases, this simple setup can save a lot of time and make the rest of your design process much smoother. Finally, don't forget to click Publish when you're ready to make your changes live. That's the last step to ensure your updated Framer layout is available on your website. And that's it. You've now learned how to add a grid in Framer. If this tutorial helped you out, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next Framer guide. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.